Welcome to Coochie Tunnels. Let's go and explore them. Here's the entrance to them.
Later, you can shoot anyone if you want.
Alright, so these are the weapons that were used in Vietnam. Most of the weapons that were used are either Russian, which is Soviet Union at that time, or US weapons. You see a lot of rifles, the rocket launchers right here, AKs, Kalashnikovs. I don't know if it's an M3, M4, or like an AR. But yeah, the AK, the assault bolt rifle. Pretty cool. And then they also dropped some bombs, which are pretty huge. And when they would break 250 kilo, which is around, wow, that's like 550 pounds. And then there were rocket launchers. These ones were targeted. So this is where you start off. It's pretty hot here. These buildings. So here's the whole tunnel system. And we are currently right here. This is where Hanoi is, which is now Ho Chi Minh. And the only two ways you can get here is by river or the road. And then more north, right there, is Cambodia, only 30 kilometers away. These tunnel systems actually were made in 1948 against the French, because in 1948, in these years, it was under French colony. That's why you guys see a lot of these sandwiches. They have the French bread, banh mi. But yeah, so most of these caves were already made.
Now, in the world, inside the tunnel, the bamboo trap there, they put everywhere. That's a sample. In the wall, they cover by bamboo leaf. Now everyone look inside. Someone wants to try, please go inside to take. If you survive, you be hero. Lady first. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the sample. It's the real one right there, like that. Okay, next one. Cover.
I'm not dying today.
It's a load of foliage.
Wait, hold on.
Hands up. Go down. A lot of Vikong inside. You can find someone to catch them. Thank you.
These are how the entrances to the caves look like. They were always covered with leaves. And all these caves were made for more of a Viet person size.
Okay,
It's really hard to get in there as an American, but they would still get in, try to get in there during the war. It's very tight.
We stay in the hill, 26 meters high by Saigon River. The Saigon River, 1 kilometer from here. That's the Saigon River. Far from this way, 5 kilometers. That's the American Bay. In the wartime, every day American GI come in here. When they come in here, every sergeant, they have to find two things: air vent or tunnel. Why? Because they know inside the tunnel. But when they find the tunnel, some GI American, they cannot go inside. Why? Because they are too big. Vietcong, when they live inside, this the tunnel very narrow. The wheel size right there in the wartime, size 40 centimeters by 50 centimeters. Even when they go inside, they have to crawl inside. They do that and they survive. If they make easy, they will die. When the GI American come, someone too big cannot go. No, they go. How? In the wartime, when the GI American come in here, they have one platoon. They call the rat tunnel. The rat tunnel, that means someone they have very small size, and they volunteer to be the rat tunnel. Why they volunteer? Because when they go inside, the daylight 50 by 50 survive. If they're lucky, and they return. But if they stop the trap, that means the daylight over. That's why they need someone to volunteer. Before when they go inside, they put rope to their belly to rope. The rest someone hide for them outside. One hand use the pistol, one hand use the flashlight. And they crawl inside to find the VC. Inside very dark, not straight. Sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes left, sometimes right.
These are the holes you'd have to crawl through.
Yeah, here.
These are the holes you would have to crawl through.
Look, that's one.
Oh no, you're definitely not getting through here. Yeah, claustrophobia is a real thing. It goes up and down, it doesn't just go straight.
Inside you have two ways. One way to my right hand, go to Saigon River. One way to my left hand, go straight to American Bay. Welcome to look. That one they call the fighting trend, 1.2 meter deep.
Oh wow.
In the wartime, the Vietcong live inside. When they reach the tunnel, they build a water hole connect together. Water hole line go around the tunnel and go straight by Saigon River. When the rain come, water goes straight there. From there, they go straight by Saigon River. That's why Củ Chi Tunnel never get the flood. Why they make the big one? They make the big one easy for water go inside. But some GI American, when they come in here, they think the entrance. They jump inside. They want to connect. But when they move half a meter, they cannot connect. Only bamboo sticker side. In here, they listen to community. They have only 50% to volunteer to big community. 50% they have to, even they don't want to. I can tell you, the community of Vietcong, they talk very sweet. When the ant inside the land, when they talk, the ant they come out. They do very sweet. They lie a lot, 99%. They say, now you stay there, dig the tunnel inside, and fight with the American. If you don't do that, American, they come, they find you, they kill you, and they take your land. That's why people in here, they have to dig the tunnel. The Vietcong community, they only few. But the people in here, around in here, 350,000 people live there. This one they call the door trap.
So right now we're heading to the military workshop. The bombs that wouldn't blow up, they would recycle in here and make other bombs like mines and things like that. So they would make weapons, they would break the bombs like this, and then they make new ones right here. What do you guys think about this hat? I think it was good. So these caves were actually very long. And let me get to the main points. How did they win the war? Well, there was around 300,000 people living in these caves. And Americans came to Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City now, and they were here to defend South Vietnam from communists. But what the communist North Vietnamese people did is they came with loudspeakers and said, if you don't fight the Americans, they're gonna take your land. So what they did, they started fighting them. A lot of people would ask, oh, how did they survive the bombing and stuff like that? Because even if you're in a tunnel, a B-52 comes by 10,000 miles high, you don't even hear, you just hear a little sound when the bomb is already closed, and that's it. Even if the bomb drops not nearby you, if you're in a range of 1 kilometer, you will still feel the pressure. It will destroy all the insides in you. You'll start bleeding, your body won't hold the pressure, even if you don't get hit by the bomb. A lot of Vietnamese people that lived in these caves, they would only come out at night, and since they did that for like 12 years, a lot of them had a lot of eye problems. They couldn't come out during the sun and they couldn't see. Also, a lot of other problems, as you guys seen, the holes that they went through were very small. There was 2 ways that people would go to, since the tunnels were very long, 250 kilometers. And there was 2 ways you could get to Hanoi and to Cambodia, through the road or through the river. But the tunnels also went to Cambodia, where they were able to get ammo, weapons, food, and help and stuff like that. But how did the Vietnamese people survive in the caves even after the B-52 bombing? Because even the pressure would kill them. Well, they would do that only around twice a month. They actually had a person that worked for the Vietnam. They would tell the people here, hey, the B-52 is coming at this time, this day. So, and when the B-52 would come, the American base was not far. And since it wasn't far, they would go through the tunnels to American base because they know the bombs wouldn't be dropped there. That's how they survived. Traps inside of the caves. Even when the Americans did go inside of these caves, they were not able to survive them. They would not be able to fit in. And when they did, there was a lot of traps. As you guys can see in some clips, the traps were no joke. So how they also lived in the caves? Well, they had the air vents that they made through bamboos, and they would make huge holes that would collect rainwater. Because in Vietnam there's 2 seasons, rainy season and regular season. So it's always hot here. And Americans thought it was like secret entrances, so they would jump in the waters and try to like find the entrance, but it was just water. So what they thought is like, oh, let's just get the water from the lake and fill these entrances with water, and they will all die. After that, nothing happened. You know why? Because all those water sources, when it would get overfilled, it was going in a circle around the whole cave, and then it would go back to the Hanoi River, I believe, or just the river.
From here, we go there, okay? 40 meters long. Now follow him.
This
Okay,
is a
follow
5
him.
meter level 2 cave. It's very tight. A little hard. Damn, I can't imagine going like this. I'm sure these lights weren't even there. So we only went for like a minute, and it was crazy. I can't imagine doing this for 20 years. So the one we went through right now is actually 2 times bigger than it's supposed to be. So they probably had to crawl in.